Yeah, I don't really get sub sandwiches all that much anymore. And if they are, they're probably more of a more expensive sub sandwich experience than Subway. Every time before I get pegged, I want to make sure I eat a foot long Italian sub because that would probably make the experience so much better for both of us.
Oh, preach, sister.
Oh, God. It's going to be a weird episode tonight, that's for sure. Hey, this meeting's being recorded.
It sure is.
So, Mr. Clay, it looks like it's just me and you today.
Yeah. Dora is MIA.
Yeah.
We could speculate. Do you think she's baking something? Do you think she's using her fuck shack? Or do you think she got really high and passed out?
I think she fucking found a Sasquatch in the backwoods that speaks fucking Canadian and she fucking shaved him down and took him back to the fuck shack and just got her fucking freak on. That's what I think.
I hope so. I mean, out of all those options, that sounds like the most fun. I mean, for me
Uh,
anyway. Fucking a
yeah.
Sasquatch? I mean, I'm sure it's on my list somewhere, just not top 10, but it's on my list.
Well, if prolapsed assholes on your agenda, then probably fucking
Wait,
the
my own?
Sasquatch might be a good idea. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're fucking the Sasquatch, I mean, oh, you mean you're the giver? Okay.
Yeah, I want to give the
Like,
pleasure. I mean, I've never been able to pleasure a woman, so I'm hopefully thinking maybe I might be able to pleasure a Sasquatch because I mean, they're animals, right? So
yeah,
they don't fuck for
yeah.
fun.
I'm still wondering if it's kind of like the question about Chewy would have been. It's like, do you think it's like a red rocket, like a dog's penis, or do you think it's like just like a hairy penis, or how
I,
do you think that worked?
I would like to hope it's huge and hairy.
That's what I said about my last girlfriend's muff. I hope it's
Oh,
huge and hairy. I want to fucking dive into that shit like it's the lost adventures of fucking Indiana Jones and the bush of fucking Eden, apparently.
you want to pick lint out of it?
Shit. I want to go looking for a velociraptor in it like the guy in the first movie. He's like, clever girl.
Clever girl.
Yeah. Tell you what though, if I'm down in the bush and I find a velociraptor in there, it's probably not a good thing. Or like Teeth, that movie Teeth.
Yeah, do you think you'd fight back or do you think you'd just succumb and just be like, meh, I've had fun.
I don't think you really have much of a choice, to be honest. I mean,
Well, with the Velociraptor,
yeah,
correct. But with,
yeah.
with the woman with teeth for a vagina, I think you can fight back.
Well, I mean, it's not like the teeth are going to jump out and chase you on their own. I mean, you have to put something in there for it to get you right. I never seen the movie, so I'm
Me
assuming
neither.
it doesn't like look at. It's not like a fucking retractable vagina that like explodes outward, and, like grabs you like a fucking python and like sucks you back in. That would be a
Probably
whole
not.
different fucking movie.
I'm
No, that
thinking
that would
once you put
fucking
something in, then the teeth show up.
yeah,
So it's not
yeah.
like a
But,
visual
like
inspection.
it's like a built-in anti-rape kit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or for those that want to do something super exciting, not an anti-rape kit, but a challenge accepted kit.
Yes. I will pass on that challenge, and I will definitely not be. Like I
But you're not
said,
using your wiener anyway.
my penis is retired. I tell you what, if there's a 1 in 10 chance of every vagina you came across having teeth in it, would you still try to have sex? I mean,
Uh,
1 in 10. That's pretty high percentage, and you can't tell beforehand. Like if you put a finger in there, it doesn't do anything. It's only if you put a vagina, I mean, a penis in there. It's like, oh, penis meat, and it bites it.
I think I would be like your old friend who called it the backdoor vagina. Was that what
Ah,
he
yes, backdoor pussy,
backdoor
backdoor
pussy?
pussy.
I would
Yeah,
become him where it would be 100% butt stuff, even though I'm
yeah.
not really a fan of the butt stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, good
there's
to know. I
there's
feel I feel safe on our overnight adventures together. Not gonna have a fucking Canadian Brokeback Mountain.
I'm just saying it so you let your guard down.
Hmm. How do you know that's not part of my plan?
Oh shit. We may as well just cut to the chase.
You sneak up and it might already be lubed up and ready to go. You're like, wow, this was super easy.
Yeah. Oh, lubed up. I want to feel you squirm, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I might look back over my shoulder and go, took you long enough, but
And then I'll say, clever girl.
clever girl. That's right. Oh God, it's going to be a weird episode tonight. That's for sure.
I do have a question for you.
Yes. What's the question?
The
And no, I'm
question
not.
is a would you rather?
Uh, okay.
And the options are all terrible. Absolutely,
Good.
as
Good.
usual, right?
Do they involve butt stuff?
Mm, no, but they do
Okay.
involve boners.
Okay. Well, I have experience with those, at least my own.
Yes. So,
Yes.
would you rather only be able to get hard by watching little kids playing Red Rover or never be able to get hard again?
Wow.
So, I mean, you don't have to be at a park doing it. You could like watch a video online as you're getting, you're doing prep to make love to your lady friend. And she's like, "Hey, Charlie Ray, what you doing?" You're like, "I just need to watch this video here to get myself, to get my motor running." And it's just kids playing Red Rover and you just start to get really hard. Do you think she's gonna be like, yeah, let's work with this? Or do you think she's gonna be like, I'm gonna leave. This isn't cool anymore.
Man, that's a tough choice. I don't know. Uh, I mean, I have been able to have the ability to have orgasms without being hard, so that is possible. So I know
True,
it's
but if you ever
possible.
want to be intimate, it's going to be more difficult to pleasure your partner if you can't get
Yeah, but there
hard.
is there is the pump, you know,
Yeah, I
or
guess
or
so.
the or there's like the implant that you like fucking put a nitrogen booster in or something. I don't know how it works, but
Can I get NOS on that?
did I tell you about the guy I knew that took so much Viagra that he went blind in one eye? Did I
Oh,
tell you that
oh
story?
yeah, he was dating the younger chick
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they were doing nothing but fucking,
he
and then he went
fucking
blind.
he totally he fucking lost sight in one of his fucking eyes. Yeah, now he's got a fucking magic pump. Anyway, again, kids, limit your Viagra. I mean, if you're over 70 and you're still, man, enjoy your shit while you're young. If you're still trying to push it that hard when you're 70, you could lose your eyesight. Just telling you,
Yeah, but
not a
why
good
would he
thing.
risk losing sight in the other eye at this
Well,
point?
I don't. Well, no, he's not gonna. He doesn't take it anymore. He's got the pump. So the pumps, like, it was the medication and shit that I don't know. I don't know how it fucking worked. I mean, I don't want us being sued by yeah. So you might
Someone?
want to cut that. Just yeah, might have yeah, someone. But yeah, yeah. I mean, fuck. I don't
Wait,
know. I
wait.
don't want to go blind as it is.
Can we really get sued for saying we heard from someone that they heard something? You know what I mean? Like we're not
I don't
promoting
know.
it.
No, I'm definitely not promoting it. Hmm. I don't know. Better be safe than sorry. You might just blank out when I say he took too much blank, or something. Anyway, so I guess I'll go with the Red Rover option.
Because you
Maybe I
like
could just
watching
do
little
like
kids?
maybe I could just do like headphones and just hear them in my ears as I'm getting ready to get the
Maybe,
action
yeah.
on.
I think your partner might be cool with that.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
At least she doesn't have to hear what you're listening to. She might,
Exactly.
pretend that it's something not involving children that's
Well,
getting
I
you
hope so.
excited.
Yeah, there you go. Dora's really missing out by not being on this episode.
Absolutely.
So
Even she says, she goes, I got time to do this every day. We need to record all of these.
yeah, yeah. She's the least employed of the three of us at this point. So yeah,
Yep. I mean, for now, she's working on a
yeah.
plan.
For now, I'm sure she is. She seems like the hardworking type. So
Well, she said
go
she
Dora.
worked this hard and bought like cheap houses and cars and shit, so everything's paid off. So her
Oh, that's
day-to-day
great.
living is very, very, very minimal. So she
Yeah.
can afford to take a break because she's worked her titties off for 35 fucking years, you know?
Well, good plan. I wish I'd fucking done it. I mean, I wouldn't have any titties, and I could fucking take a break.
Ooh, I want not my titties, but I want titties. I'm definitely a titties guy over an ass
Titties.
guy.
Really? Well,
Well, I mean, I have an
well, I
ass.
mean,
I don't
I
have
like a
titties.
nice ass, but if you're telling me like, do I want like a large ass? No, I just like a nice, medium, well-shaped ass. I don't need a big ass. I don't have enough fucking diction to
Wiener?
work with to fucking spread that thesaurus. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's too
So
bad.
yeah,
There is,
just I like a well-balanced, just kind of like I like an athletic, but not like too athletic type of woman. Now, have I had that? No, but that's what I like. Give me some nice C cups, give me a nice perky behind. give me a sparkling personality and knows how to cook, and and maybe a unicorn. I mean, fuck.
I was like, while you're
So,
at it, she may as well be a billionaire and have a twin sister that also wants to fuck you.
oh, is she an Olsen twin?
Yeah,
Fuck. But yeah, I'll take a sugar mama. I mean, she doesn't have to. She only has to hit a couple of those categories if she's a sugar mama.
lucky. I'm not very selective. I'm just gonna pick anyone that is remotely interested in anything I have to say.
Uh, well, there's that too.
Yeah, like my
You know,
dating profile just says, "Hey, I'm interested as long as you swipe right." That's it.
you're gonna say, "Hey, I'm interested if you say you swallow," but that's
I
also a
don't.
plus.
I haven't seen any really good dating profiles lately, which kind of makes me sad because I look regularly for
Uh,
the funny ones, but
mhm.
nothing, nothing recently, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know. I don't even look anymore. There's no point in me looking. It's like, hey, would you feel like dating a chronically depressed, overworked, broke motherfucker? And the fucking list of women that line up for that, fuck, it's unreal.
Have you
It's
tried?
negative. No, maybe
You
there's a
should.
fucking there's a, I could
y-
maybe I could find a self-harming goth chick.
Yeah, there
Maybe there's
there
an
could be
option
a
for
market for it,
daddy
but you don't
issues.
know because you're not putting yourself out there like that.
Yeah,
Why don't you just
yeah.
do
You
it?
know what?
There's gonna be women out there
Maybe
that want to fix you, right?
yeah. Enough women have tried to fix me. It didn't work. What's really interesting is that my first ex-wife is engaged again. This is like her fourth time that she's been either engaged or married. So we were married and divorced. She met another guy. They were engaged. He started liking dudes. They fucking split up and fucking wrecked her fucking life financially. So, hey, bonus for me. It made me look good. She met another dude, married him. They ended up getting divorced after she was smart enough to tattoo her wedding ring on her finger. That was a smart one. So they split up, and again made me look like a winner compared to those two. Then she dated this other guy for a long time period. They lived together. They were, I think, engaged. I think they were engaged. I don't know. And then they split up, and then it's been like I don't know, a couple years, and now here she is engaged again. It's like, you know what? They really do have fucking easy street. They can always find somebody that'll fucking throw a ring on them and give them money.
I was gonna say she's had an opportunity to get a ring on her finger like a minimum of 4 times that you know
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
That's fucking impressive.
it is. It is.
How do they find
Yeah.
people like that? Or maybe she's just amazing and people are trying to climb that ladder to get to her.
I don't know. Perhaps I don't know. Like I said, men and women live in two different worlds
Yeah.
when it comes to certain types of opportunities. I suppose if I went on like blind, crippled, and crazy, I could probably find a date. Like, I mean, that sounds so bad, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. No, you know what? I don't even know what I want anymore. Right now, I just want to fucking be able to figure out how I'm going to fuck hire, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I know you're going to tell me it's called sell the shit in your basement. I know. So,
Oh yeah, I've already figured it out.
mm-hmm. Anyway, you got another would you rather on there, or is that the only
Oh
one you
fuck,
got?
I got plenty of would you rathers. I don't know if you want any of them. Are you ready?
Uh, I'm always a ready, willing taker for would you rather.
All right. So, would you rather become trans and get full sexual reassignment surgery, aka a vagina where your wiener is, or
Okay.
only be able to have sex by being pegged and jerked off at the same time for the rest of your life? So, do you want to transition into a woman, or do you want to be Charlie Ray who gets pegged while getting jerked off? That's your only means of sexual explosion.
I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna go with the pagan and jerking off.
My man.
I don't. I'm not really feeling the whole fucking doing the fucking big
Okay, hold
vagina
on.
because then you'll never have an orgasm. So,
What if it's a vagina with teeth? Does that sweeten the pot?
ooh, I could be like a serial killer, the infamous wiener chopper. They're like the wiener chopper strikes again. Yeah,
So you would go with being pegged and jerked.
if it, preferably by a hot chick, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, you listed like 11 things that you look for in a woman, but you'd be willing to accept any one out of the 11.
I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but sure.
What I'm saying is you had a list of 11 things that you look for in a
Oh,
woman, but you're willing to accept just one. So any one out of the 11, if you have that, I'm your guy.
well, in this case, I'd prefer sugar mama
Yeah.
because if I'm getting pegged, I'm at least getting paid for it.
Yeah, but I mean, over time, getting pegged is going to get easier and easier, right? To the point where you won't even need lube.
But having to wear a diaper every day is going to get fucking crappier and crappier, so to
What?
speak.
I don't know. Do you have to wear a diaper if you do a lot of butt stuff? I mean,
Yeah, your sphincter is not made to be plowed. Okay, it's not.
I'm not a doctor, man. I'm not a scientist or a mechanic, so I have no idea.
I have heard that if you do a lot of butt stuff, that it can cause problems, and let's just say it makes a late night of Taco Bell and drinking a lot more interesting.
That is interesting.
I'm already at the age I gotta worry about whether I can trust a fart. And honestly, in this day and age, at any age, you should worry about trusting a fart.
Just let it go,
So
man. Just if it's a fart, if it's a fart, if it's a shart, it's a shart.
I only got
It,
so many pair of underwear. I'm broke.
wait, you're wearing underwear? I just fart right into my pants.
Oh, you know what? I just try to make it easier. I just wear a kill, so I just fucking blow it all over the floor.
Easy peasy.
That's disgusting.
I kind of wish I could wear kilt.
It's got to be more challenging if you're in Scotland. You fart, you don't know for sure what you got coming. Oh, hey, laddie, I think I just sharted. Oh, we can tell, Bob. It's all over the floor.
I wish I had the heritage where I could wear a kilt. I think they look badass.
I think I think you would look good in a kilt, Mister
Yeah,
Clay.
but I can't, appropriate that. You know what I mean? Like they
Well,
might
you
be
better
like,
do it before you get to the point where your balls are going to be hanging lower than the kilt because that'll
don't you
happen, laddie.
remember sitting in my toilet at work, my balls
I
dangle in
know,
the water? So I think
but
it's already there.
I want to be Scottish just because I want to meet a hot Scottish lass because I want to be like having some wild, crazy sex and be like, all right, give it to me. I mean, I sound like a pirate, but I mean, some fucking. I want to have like that, like wild, crazy accent coming out of some like sweet 5'3" redheaded, sweet looking Scottish lass.
As she's putting the strap on and lubing it up and saying, "Time for your pegging, Charlie Ray."
Probably, yeah. Shirley Manson strikes me as a type that would probably peg somebody.
Um, yeah, I've thought about it often. She
Mm.
seems very dominant.
Exactly. Yeah. I would love to date any girl that's got a nice accent. And the last girl that I dated did have an accent. So there you go. Bucket list. If you're listening to the Answers for Everything podcast in a foreign country from the Northern Hemisphere, well, actually, that could be southern part of the Northern Hemisphere, if I can speak properly. But anyway, if you're interested in Charlie Ray, just drop us a line. I'm willing to relocate.
And you're only really looking for one out of 11 options. If she's
That's
got it,
right.
you're gonna give in.
Sugar mama. Sugar mama.
Sugar
Even
mama's the only
even
thing.
even if it's a sugar mama of the Amazon, I mean, she's like, I got 3 chickens, a goat in the shack. I'm like, here, my lady, let's do it.
So I got something interesting here that I saw. We often
Okay.
talk about going back in time to when Pizza Hut was cool and Subway was cool and stuff like that.
Yes. Yes.
Well, there's a businessman named Tim Sparks. He
Yes. I
has,
saw the story
yeah, he's purchased
this night.
80 Pizza Hut restaurants and plans to
Mm-hmm.
renovate them with Pac-Man arcade games, salad bars, red plastic cups, and family-style booth seating.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that we'd fucking dream of happening. This dude has the
Right.
money to do it. But do you think his 80 business purchase will pay off? I mean, I'm sure the first couple months he'll do very well.
I don't know. I saw them do an article on him, and I saw a video, and he was talking about part of his biggest challenge to opening more locations is finding the glass Pizza Hut, those kind of like multicolored glass things that hang over the booths
Yeah.
because they're hard to find. I mean, because none of this stuff is really being made anymore. I mean, all this stuff that the old Pizza Hut decor. So I don't know, I mean, I think at some point, everything comes in a circle. Just like I think one day fucking there'll be malls again, like maybe 100 years from now. People will be like, "Oh, like whatever." But I don't know. There's a big nostalgia probably from Gen X and from probably millennials that actually got to experience Pizza Hut a little bit.
Yeah.
I experienced it.
Yeah.
You experienced it.
Yep.
But I mean, I feel like I was reading something talking about one of the reasons why all the fast food places and their buildings all look the same now is because the bean counters who own the property, because a lot of these businesses are all built like the way McDonald's is. They own the land and the
Yeah.
building, and the franchisee rents it from them. Is that something happens and the building is very obviously like a McDonald's or very obviously a Pizza Hut, that if they need to sell the building or sell the property to something else, if you have a vape shop in there, then it's like, oh, it's the vape shop in the old Pizza Hut building, right? And they want it to just be like a generic building. I don't know, that's just a theory that I've heard. I don't know. I hate the fact that like, I used to love the way the old Taco Bells were back in the 70s and early 80s, back when they were like little hacienda looking casas,
Yep.
you know what I mean? They were
Yep.
little,
I didn't get
they
to
were
go
little.
until the 90s for Taco Bell. Like I was there for
Yeah.
like the neonish pastel-y
Hmm.
blue and red swirl kind of look, right? Like I can't really
Right.
describe it. Some of the
No,
old booths
I
are
know
still there.
exactly what you mean.
Some of the old like cream colored booths with the brown in it,
Yeah.
those were at some of them because they hadn't been fully renovated. But I see pictures of old Taco Bell. Yeah, and it looks like you're like going into a mud or clay built
Right.
like building,
Yeah.
right? Like a fucking like
It's
you
like
said it.
it's a taco shack. It's like what it's like it's a little casa, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah. I
I
mean,
didn't
and
get to
you
experience
can
that,
see.
but the 90s were
Yeah.
still fucking great. The menu was fantastic. The pricing was amazing. The
Right.
innovation really, there wasn't a lot of innovations like, oh, we're going to get Baja Blast. Oh, we're going to get Sangrita Blast. Hey, this is a new chalupa. Hey, we're going to do the deep fried chicken chalupa shells. You know what I mean? Like they're going to schnitzelize
Right.
chicken and then you can get that as your wrap shell. And that's like the most innovation I
Right.
saw at Taco Bell when I went. But all that stuff was great. You don't need an innovation like every 2 months for your business because you don't have time to gauge if it's
No.
successful or not, right?
I, you know what I want is a taco restaurant. I want like an In and Out version, a Mexican version of an In and Out. I want there to be like 8 things on the menu. I mean, I basically want it to be a 1970s Taco Bell. I
Yeah.
want there to be like, you can get this or this, you can supersize it, you can throw some extra shit on it, but it's like a taco or a taco with extra shit. It's a burrito or it's a burrito with some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking simple, fucking fast. I don't want to ever have to sit in a Taco Bell drive-through and have it take 20 minutes for the time it takes me to order to get my food. That's bullshit. Okay, it should be fast.
When you pull up into a drive-through, I always look in the app before I go to the drive-through and I know what I want before I get there because I don't have time to scan a menu board that has 85 things on it, right?
Right. In small print.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like well, because they can't fit it on there, right? It's one menu board
Exactly.
that never
Yeah.
fucking changes. So the print gets smaller and smaller and smaller the more shit they add to it. And
Yeah.
I can't justify being the guy in the front and having 6 cars behind me because I don't know what I want because there's so many things to choose.
Right.
And In
Right.
and Out is very fucking simple. I mean, they know the business model works. Everybody on earth knows that the In and Out model works, yet nobody else is doing it. And this boggles my fucking
I
mind.
know. Right. Exactly. I don't get it. Yeah. I would think that more people, I mean, more restaurants would try that, but but they don't.
I
And you know
know
what
it's
the other
fucking
thing is
weird.
though? The other thing about In and Out is the fact that they don't really franchise. It's all company owned
Yeah, they
growth.
don't franchise at all. It's all family owned, all of it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's smart.
I think so.
That's very
I
smart. Like
yeah.
you
I mean,
control everything you do without having to rely on people that have invested $400,000 in something. I might want to cut corners, right?
right. Exactly.
Like as a
Yeah.
business owner, there's corners that can be cut that your head office doesn't want you to cut, but they can't be there all the time to monitor you. So then as the franchise owner, you start to cut corners. And then when you get caught, you get shit. In and Out isn't like that. They're like, "Hey, we're going to do everything the exact fucking same as we've always done it at every location all the
Right.
time." And that's it.
Yeah, and if they're not within a certain distance from their like meat supplier or
Yeah.
whatever, they don't go into that. They don't go until the fucking
until
the
they build a
logistics chain is
factory.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they build a factory closer to that location, then they'll send stores, they'll build stores a little farther out, right?
right,
It's a great business
right.
model, and nobody else is doing it, and everybody knows it's successful, and it boggles my fucking mind.
Yeah,
But I think
I think that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, go
Josh and I
ahead,
talk
go
about
ahead.
Subway a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
like I know Josh likes Subway more than I do. I mean, not the current iteration of it, but in the past. And
Yeah,
Josh always
I loved it
says,
in the early '90s.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I want it to look like a Subway. I want the yellow. I want the
Right.
Subway map on the wall. I want
Yeah.
8 things on your menu, and I want to get my shit delicious and quickly, and I want to sit and eat it, right? Pretty simple.
Right.
But going into a Subway now, like Subway seems to think like, oh, well, we had 8 subs. Then we're gonna have little like sliders, little sandwiches. We're gonna do breakfast stuff. We're gonna get a new executive chef, and they're gonna design 26 new customized sandwiches. Like when you walk into Subway now, there's a big fucking like standee by the order thing that's like, oh, here's our 15 new subs. Which one do you want?
Really. I
I'm
haven't
looking, I
been
was
in a
like,
Subway.
I don't
Yeah.
want any of that shit. And then you look at their little make table and you're like, why is there so many toppings in here? Like being able to add all these, 3 different kinds of olives, 2 different kinds of hot peppers, 8 different kinds of regular peppers, 2 different colors of onions. It's like, what are you doing, man?
That sounds like to me is something you talked about. Sounds like to me a lot of
Yeah.
fucking ingredients might get fucking tossed because they don't get used fucking and they go bad.
Right. So, but they seem to think
Yeah.
that this is the answer. But here's something that's fucking amazing. You weren't on the episode Josh and I talked about a couple weeks ago. I went to Subway with my kid, and 2 of the things that I really miss about Subway, number one, is I like sauce on my bread. I don't like it. I don't like them putting the sauce on right at the very end because you squeeze a
Uh-huh.
sandwich and all the shit falls out. All the sauce spooges out everywhere,
Right.
right? So that pisses me
Right.
off. Number two, you remember the V cut, right? Where they cut the wedge out,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
right?
they cut the wedge out. They rip it out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I went into Subway with my kid and we're ordering and I just said, "Oh, sorry, can I get my sauce on the bread before you put the meat and veggies on?" And he just looked at me like I was a retard. And he
I
slid
mean,
it down to the
what do you mean by sauce? Like you mean like mustard or
mustard,
mayo
mayo,
or
whatever. Yeah, whatever dressing.
whatever wet sauce is going to
Yeah,
be. Okay.
because I don't want that on at the very end and then you squeeze the sub closed and it just smears out everywhere, right?
Right. Right. I
It's
agree. I totally
fucking
agree.
stupid. I want it soaked into the bread, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And he just looked at me like I was a retard and he slid the sub all the way down because the sauce is next to the till, right? That's the last thing
Right.
they put on.
Right. It's the last thing. Yeah.
So he slid
Yeah.
it
Right.
down and
Sauce. Yeah.
I know it's a pain and I know they fucking hate it because then he has to go back to put all the other stuff on. And he just looked at me. I go, if it's okay, like if you can't do it, that's fine. I'm easy. He's like, no, this is the way we do it now. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, head office changed the way we do it. Now we put the sauce on like before all the veggies. So it goes meat, sauce, veggies. And I was like, oh, okay. How long has that been happening? He's like, about 2 months ago. So that was one of my major complaints. And I think that I'm not the only one because I mean, Josh concurs, you agree, right? Most people don't want shit smeared
Right.
out the side.
No.
And
No, I don't.
apparently someone at head office listened.
I
So
mean,
do you think
right.
somebody,
I mean, if I make a sub at home, I put the sauce on first. I'll take a like a slice of French loaf. I'll cut it in half. I'll put my mustard on there. Then I'll
yeah,
put my meat. I'll put my cheese. I'll put some toppings on there, and then maybe sprinkle some salt and pepper or some oregano or whatever on the top, and then I'm good to go.
yeah, and that's the way
Right.
it should be
So
made. That's a normal fucking sandwich process, is it not?
I don't think everybody ever instructed me on how to make a fucking sandwich, but I think that's the way I figured it out.
Well, I mean,
So
you use a knife and you smear the ketchup and the mustard and the
right.
shit on the bread, right? Like just it makes sense.
Well,
But
that's how I make
Subway,
peanut butter sandwiches. So yeah.
yeah, it just for some reason Subway changed it, and it doesn't make any logistical sense to move your sauces all to the end and put that shit on last. Like it doesn't make sense at all. But they did it,
No.
and they did it for
Yeah, I mean,
15
I,
years, and
I
now they're finally
yeah,
changing back.
I like the spritz of like a little bit of oil and vinegar, like on the top at the end.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
I didn't, because I would get my usually what I used to get a lot when I was getting like a cold sandwich is I'd get the Italian BMT or the
Yeah.
Italian whatever. That was my go-to sub, and it was toppings, provolone, lettuce, onions, black olives. Maybe I'd get some jalapenos or some banana peppers or something on there, oregano, a little bit of salt and pepper, oil and vinegar. I'd want to put mustard on there. Like the
Yeah.
spicy brown mustard. That was my sandwich right there.
So do
So
you think somebody our age who's a fan of Subway got the job and they're in marketing or they're in operations and they just said, hey, I spend a lot of time on the internet and I read a lot of like chat room shit and message boards and comments on Instagram. Why the fuck are we putting the sauce on last? This is clearly a problem with a lot of our fucking customers,
right,
right? And how long before they're like, hey, we're doing the wedge again? How great would that be? Like, do you think
be
they
like
would
taking it
make,
back to the '90s, man.
do you think they would get more business if they advertised, hey, sauce on first, we cut it into wedges now, right? And limited edition. And you know the wrapper has like their S Subway logo, the green and the yellow, like on the wrapper.
All,
What if they
all I
change that
know is
wrapping paper to their
uh
old like
the
wallpaper,
white
the
with
old
the
wallpaper
yeah,
print with the
yeah,
Subway
yeah,
lines? What if they did
yeah,
that limited
multi-ton,
edition
yeah.
for fucking 3 months this year? Your wrapping paper matches our old decor.
All I can think of is a slogan like, "We make our sandwiches like you do, not like a fucking moron," or something.
That would be great.
We put our sauce on first, just like just like you would say, like I put my pants on one leg at a, I pull my pants on one leg at a time. We make our sandwiches just like you do at home, sauce
Dude,
first or
can you
some
imagine?
shit.
No, no. Can you that I think that's a great idea. Can you imagine a commercial at Subway where the guy's getting ready to go to work at his first day at Subway and he's at home and he's putting his underwear on the outside of his
Yeah,
pants.
yeah,
And then his brother who
that would
got
be
him the job at
hilarious.
Subway, who's like, "Hey man, you
Yeah,
got to get going. Like it's your first day. We got to go. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you putting your underwear on last? I don't understand." He's like, "What?" He goes, "Dude, think about it like a Subway sandwich. Underwear is your sauce. The underwear goes on first. Sauce goes on first. Here, we'll teach you." And they just take you back and they show you how to make a sub. But I think it'd be a pretty funny commercial.
yeah, that could be. I think that would be funny.
But do you think it would sell? I don't know.
Really go to. I don't know. I don't really go to. I mean, I think I've been to Subway like once or twice in the last fucking 6 years.
But why?
Why did I go?
Why have you not gone?
Because Subway just wasn't it hasn't been that great of an experience for a long time to me. It used to be one of my go-to places, but you
Okay,
know what though?
what changed?
I've well, there's a lot of things that's changed. I've eliminated going out to eat as much anymore. I don't go anywhere. I don't go. I mean, usually if I'm going out to eat, it's because like I might pick up something from my mom, or I mean, my favorite places to go. Like if I have the opportunity to go out to eat, I'm gonna pick either sushi, uh, an Indian restaurant, depending on what I want, maybe a nice Mexican place, or maybe a nice barbecue place. Those are my four choices. I don't, and if I'm really hungry, or it's late at night, or I'm just wanting something fast, it might be Taco Bell, like one of their $7 boxes, the special. Uh,
I mean,
but
nothing says
it's
awesome
it's
like eating a $7 Taco Bell meal late at night. That doesn't hurt you at all. Makes you shit blood by 5 a.m.
that's what these are for, Mister Clay, right here.
What is that?
Can you
Oh,
read
cool.
that?
There. Yeah.
Wild coal, 100% activated charcoal. This did wonders for me last night when I had some fried livers and gizzards at fucking 11 o'clock.
Liver and
Just let me
gizzards
tell you,
from KFC.
that was not the fucking, culinary choice of champions at fucking 11 o'clock when you're going right to bed afterward.
Are you saying 11:30 or 11 o'clock at night isn't the time to eat liver and gizzards?
Well, anytime's lizards and gizzards time, especially if they're hockey pucks.
Absolutely.
But actually, while we're staying on the subject, and before we close out on sub sandwiches, uh, yeah, I don't really get sub sandwiches all that much anymore. And if they are, they're probably more of a more expensive sub sandwich experience than Subway. What I used to really like a lot more, even though it was more expensive than Subway, was Mr. Good Sense. I loved Mr. Good Sense. I don't know what it is about Mr. Goodson sandwiches, but I like them more than Subway, and I don't go there very much either. I just don't go anywhere. I think it's just I'm just fucking cheap. I
Well,
just I don't want to spend the money, man. It's like nothing seems worth it to me anymore. So unless there's a reason for me to take some, like maybe I got a hot date and I'm taking them to Mr. Goodsense, I just don't go out.
like a
So
pre-pegging jerk off kind of
every
ritual.
every time before I get pegged, I want to make sure I eat a fucking foot long Italian sub because that would probably make the experience so much better for both of us.
Oh, preach, sister. Finally, someone who's speaking my language.
That's right. And then we might go out back and fucking cut out a fucking, what was it? She was gonna have you cut out a fucking fire pit in the ice or some
Yeah.
shit. I can't remember.
Igloo in a fire pit.
That that fucking, I will never forget that. That just cracks me the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
I've had some weird shit in my dating life, but that one probably took the cake.
Yeah,
You know.
so fucking weird. But wrapping it up, if you were to get a Pizza Hut,
Yes, paying it up.
if you were to get
Uh
a Pizza Hut brought to you by the dude that just, is revamping 80 of them, would you give it a shot?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I might be going there solo, but I definitely would. If I had some friends, if I had some friends that were close to me here,
Yeah.
which I do, I would definitely. It would definitely be a place to go out. I mean, I used to, when I was younger, I used to love going out with friends and we'd get like a pitcher of beer and have a pizza and stuff. And I haven't done that forever because you know what? There's no Pizza Hut to go out to. No, there's more expensive places and stuff like Minsky's Pizza is like probably my favorite pizza. But fuck, dude, I'm dropping $40 on a pie. I mean, dude, it's like $50 for a fucking pizza and beer. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. So
So I talked to a guy a couple weeks ago. You remember I bought a fire pit? Was that you? No, I talked to Dora maybe. Anyway,
no,
I bought
yeah.
a fire pit to replace my fire pit because I have like broken bricks on the top and they have the exact same fire pit and I've been looking for like
Oh,
a
okay,
year and a
nice.
half. And I finally
Yeah.
found one for $50. Like so
Oh,
cheap.
sweet.
Yeah, and there's only like one broken brick, but it's not one that I need, so it's awesome. So I bought it, and I'm revamping my fire pit. But he was talking about doing construction, and he said he's working on the Pizza Hut in town. I go, oh, what are they
Uh huh.
doing? He's like, oh, they're finally getting rid of their dining room. And I was like, Jesus Christ, because they haven't used the dining room since COVID. So Pizza Hut is a standalone restaurant with a kitchen,
Uh huh.
with a lobby,
Uh huh.
with 20 tables. They haven't sat a single person on those 20 tables in five,
Six
6 years,
years. Wow.
right? And because
Why?
they're
Why
like
wouldn't we?
I don't
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess labor would cost more to make sure you have servers to work the dining room, but if you just do takeout delivery, all you need is like three delivery
Yeah.
drivers and somebody working the
Right.
front till and somebody cooking the food, right? It's not, you don't need a lot of employees. So overall, it'll be cheaper, but you're also not doing the revenue you could be doing by having people who want to sit the fuck down and have dinner, right?
Right. Well,
I,
I don't know if we got enough time to talk about it, but I talked about Indian food, right? And I had my favorite Indian restaurant here in town, and
yeah,
they quit doing the buffet during COVID. And I'd ask them every 6 months or so, every time
yeah,
I didn't go there as often because I like to go in there for the buffet. And I'd ask him, "Are you gonna bring the buffet back?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then one day I went in there for lunch. I was gonna get something, and the buffet was running, and I was like, what the fuck? So I got the buffet. Now the buffet is more expensive by about $6
and probably less
more.
items.
No, no, about the same amount of items, just as good as it was before. Just it was just like fucking 18.95 versus like 12.95. Now again, it
Oh
was
yeah, no,
fucking
ours is about
6 years
23
ago,
for the
right?
Chinese buffet, $23
Yeah,
per person. So yeah, it's
and
about the
so
same.
I asked the dude, I was like, hey, what made you bring back the buffet? And so apparently the main guy was like off or taking a break or whatever, and the other guy's just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." All the equipment was there, so he just fucking started it back up. Dude, the place was fucking packed, you know. And he just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it," and he just started doing it. It's kind of like the whole, ask for forgiveness, don't ask to do it, just fucking do it,
Yeah.
you know.
And to
And so
this
I
day,
haven't,
is it still running?
I don't know, I haven't been back. I haven't been back. I went back another time, but then I haven't been back for a few months now. So I'm hoping it still is. I was glad to see it. Again, I'm at this point in life, if any fucking restaurant's depending on me as a customer to survive, you're gonna fail. Just telling you, because I'm about $2 short of, hey, rice, beans, potatoes. I'll fucking grow my own beans. I mean, fuck, I just want to be a hermit. But I hope so. I thought that I was like, good for you, dude. Good for you, because
Well, as
I
long as he can
mean,
make it profitable, good for him, right? I
yeah.
mean,
Well,
taking
I
the
think you're
chance,
raising the
yeah.
price. Yeah, yeah.
So what he
Uh,
can do, you scan what you're putting on there and you realize after like 4 months, hey, we can remove 6 of these items from the buffet and still charge the
right.
same price, right? Because
Yeah,
there's going to
yeah.
be waste and waste is fucking killer. Like waste in a restaurant is, oh,
I
it,
don't.
it kills my
They
soul.
do a pretty good. They do a pretty good job with their buffet. The kind of things they keep on the buffet all seem to be their hot movers. I'm sure at the end of the buffet, there's always whatever's left at the end of the buffet you got to throw away. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that they throw away a lot else. And
Well, just if you're not busy, it's none of it's selling. You know what I mean? You have this whole tray, the steam table up with all these trays of food, and you don't have
right,
anybody coming there for dinner. You're like, holy fuck, like wow.
exactly.
So if they did it like
And
2 days a week, like Sunday, Monday are the two buffet days, I
yeah, it's
guarantee they'd
basically
be packed.
it's yeah. I don't know if they do it during the week or not, but it was on the weekend. So
But that's weird. The weekend you're
you know,
already busy. You don't need to do a buffet on the weekend. You know what I mean? It should be encouraging to get Charlie Ray off his ass on a Tuesday to go for
yeah,
Indian
which probably
buffet.
wouldn't because I'm fucking too far away during the week. But I don't know. I was just glad to see that they brought it back. So
Well, that's
anyway,
good. I have a
yeah.
Chinese place in town here. I love the guy's food, and he's on his like third location. I haven't followed
Uh-huh.
him, but this is his third location. And what really kills me is I go check out the combination meal because I don't want to buy like just sweet and sour pork for 13.95, right? I want some chow mein, I
Right.
want some rice, I want some ginger beef or whatever. So I want a 4 item combo thing, and I definitely want chow mein in my thing, in my combo. And I asked him, I go,
Right.
hey, you have like 4 different combination meals here, but none of them contain chow mein. It all contains rice. Is it possible that I could pay more money and get some chow mein? He's like, no, the chef, like who's designed the menu, he says the chow mein just goes to waste if we have it. So we can't do that. It's rice. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, I would come here 2, 3 days a week for a combo meal for
Hmm.
lunch if it was chow mein instead of rice. But yeah, he goes, no, you're not the first person. You're not going to be the last. Everybody always says that. They wonder why they can't get it. I'm like, I don't know, man. When you quote me, like when you quoted to me, everyone asks that. To me,
Maybe you should
that's an
try it.
indication that you should
Yeah.
fucking change,
Right.
right?
Right.
Or
Yeah. That's what I would think. I mean, if half the people say that, I mean, I don't know what kind of percentage is going to tip the fucking decision making, but I see. I like rice. I like chow mein. I'd kind of alternate. I'd say between them, but
what if I got half the amount of rice and half the amount of chow mein? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just find it weird. So now there's another place in town that opened up that's really good food, not as good, but I go there
Hmm.
because I can get chow mein with my lunch special, and I feel like a dick.
Well, I guess the market. Yeah, I guess the market will fucking reward the movers and the shakers, right?
It's also weird. Their location now is huge, and it used to be a Chinese buffet restaurant. Now it's just a
Uh-huh.
Chinese restaurant, but there's no buffet. And every time I drive by, there's like no cars parked out front. But you drive by the buffet place and it's fucking packed. I was like, I don't understand why you're not doing what the other people in your neck of the woods are doing, right? That are successful. It's like DC making DC movies with Zack Snyder, knowing that Marvel is phenomenal, but you're like, we're not going to follow that. That's a stupid map to the end all be all. We're just going to do it our own way. It's like, well, you already have the roadmap. Like they've shown you what's successful. Start small,
Right.
build to a Justice League movie. Don't have your second
Right.
movie have everybody from the Justice League in it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Exactly. That. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
roadmap. You chose not to follow it, and you failed miserably after 10 years. I don't
Maybe I
know.
should try that roadmap with trying to find my next wife.
You
I'll
should
just
make sure
start
she
with
has no.
small projects and
Yeah, build an ice cave igloo slash fire pit in her backyard. Make sure she doesn't have teeth, and then post your profile saying, "Hey, I'm I'm an unemployed 50-year-old man that lives in his mother's basement. I need someone to take care of me and just see if there's a woman out there that, I
But you
mean,
know what?
it's
I
lies
do
though,
have,
right?
yeah, I have a great tongue and incredible hands and an adequate wiener. You know what? That should be my fucking t-shirt slogan. Good tongue, great hands, adequate wiener, seeks wife.
That'd be great.
Should be on a fucking billboard. That should get some attention on I-35 here in town. That would be awesome. That would,
Just,
if I had the money to do it and I could actually get a billboard company to do it, that would be hilarious. No hair, arthritic joints, decent tongue, great hands, adequate wiener, seeks fucking sugar mama for fun.
why don't you just say great tongue, great hands, Swiss Army dick. That's it.
Swiss Army dick, that's right. It's adequate for all holes. It's yeah.
Especially the backdoor pussy.
It's perfect if you want to have sex and still walk tomorrow. If you don't want to walk tomorrow, you're probably not looking for me. But if you want to still be able to get up tomorrow and walk to work without walking funny, it's me. So yeah.
I think we're gonna say goodbye to our loyal 3 listeners
Yes.
and
And
be
if any
back
of those
sometime.
loyal 3 listeners, yes, if any of those loyal 3 listeners are sugar mamas who would love to have a podcasting host, come live with them and take care of them and with a great tongue, female listeners
And a Swiss Army dick.
and a Swiss Army dick, yes, you know where to
And
find me.
75 cans of soup. There's no shortage of soup.
I got enough soup to last for 3 months. I can at least make the apocalypse stretch on longer than I want it to.
Just don't
So,
bathe in it like the girl that Josh was dating who smelled like soup. That's a
oh,
no-no.
God, they could smell like a lot worse things than soup. That's all I'm gonna say. It beats
Still don't
ass.
still don't want to date him though.
Yeah, you know, I want to fucking like I said, I want a redheaded Scottish lass and a.
With a strap on and lubed up hands for the hand job.
I do have a thing for, like I said, girls with accents, but you know what? I was just talking about this with somebody today. I've never had sex with a redhead. Out of all the things that I've done, never had sex with a redhead. Never had anal sex still either. So hey, that's a bonus. It's a bonus for a redhead that likes backdoor stuff.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Charlie Ray's crossing off all the goodies.
I'm slick like that. I'm dripping with Riz, as the kids might say these days. So with that, I say let's wrap it up. I've had a slice. The fat lady's singing "Bob's Your Uncle," and
Peace out, Knowitalls.
I don't know where all our other co-hosts are, but they'll be back,
They will.
and so will we.
All
Yes.
right.
Peace out.
Peace.
So anyway, yes, the actor Stephen Hibbert, who played the Gimp, died on March 2nd of this year at the age of 68 in Denver, Colorado, after suffering a heart attack. So, yeah.
So, yeah, man, the concert thing, the driving to Texas, I don't get it. Like it's your love and okay, I understand love for something, but
Well, okay.
logistically it's like no thanks. Like I would, as much as I love Garbage or you too, I saw Garbage once on this last tour and I'm done. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna see them again, and
right.
I'll probably never see them again. Right?
Yeah,
They're
me
touring
neither.
the
Hmm.
UK right now.
Right,
They're doing like shows throughout the UK, not on tour, just like they're doing festivals, and they're just
right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. This last year, I don't know. I might have just fucking said fuck it with the whole fucking Texas thing, and I'm hoping next year that the same guy's gonna go again. I'm gonna fucking carpool with him again and let him drive, and I'll just kick in money to help with the gas. That is way better for me than the driving. And I'm supposed to go to Chicago here in a couple of weeks for the last festival that I'm committed to. Should have bought this ticket earlier in March because now it's almost twice as expensive. But I'm thinking about just paying the money and taking the fucking train because I don't want to drive 9 hours, and it's gonna get to the point where I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just not going to take these long trips where I drive that far. I might take a 3 hour trip, like a 3 hour trip to like Des Moines or Wichita, or 4 hours to St. Louis. That's not that bad.
So yeah, I do
But
2.5 to go to Edmonton, but I'm not gonna drive farther for a concert. I'm not.
yeah,
I just happened to have the garbage thing last year with Disneyland planned for the same week. It's like, okay, I can make this work, right?
right,
Like,
right,
but there were so many opportunities to watch more garbage shows, but from where I live, it was a 5 hour flight, and
right.
or
But,
what?
but the thing is, like you said, though, you probably would have gone to the show and it would have been the exact same show,
Yeah, right.
right? Because I mean, because I there's a couple times where I saw AC/DC back to back or really close together, and they did the exact same show. They even did the same, mostly I think the same banter in between songs.
Yeah,
And after I did that a couple different times, I'm like, if it's the same tour, I don't need to fucking see more than one show because even though they're my favorite band, watching the same thing just over again for that kind
yeah.
of money is just not fucking worth it. Like,
I think I saw one U2 tour. I think I saw 6 shows
yeah,
between 3 different legs. And some of them were back to back. Some were like, almost like within 4 days. I saw them Vancouver, Seattle, and then Portland, right? And yeah, there was a new song, or sorry, a different song played at each place. But other than that, it was the same fucking show.
yeah,
And yeah, I got to a point where I was like, I'm good. I saw U2 once on this tour, and then they toured again. Okay, I
yeah,
saw one show. I'm good. I flew to England and saw them for one show. Yep. Flew to Amsterdam, saw them for one show. Yep. Went to Vegas, saw them for one show. Okay, I'm done. I'm good.
right.
I can't, like, dude, your dedication to drive 9 fucking hours to watch a band you've seen probably 3 to 7 times. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I just got to keep I just got to tell myself, especially because a lot of times with these bands, it ain't like you see them as they get older and they get better.
No,
They
you and I
they
both know they
they
don't.
yeah, they get worse. So sometimes they stay at least as good or nearly as good. Like there's some rock bands that even though they're like older, they're
Yeah.
still really good. But most of the time, well, just like everybody, they fucking age and they fucking, it's not the same.